everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Let's go!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Cowboy fans hoping to see Bryant back after the bye week. He had the knee injury. We haven't seen him since week 3 against Chicago.
Let's have 11 catches on the season thus far. You know he's just chomping at the bit for the chance to get back on the field and make those types of Dez Bryant plays that we've all come to expect. And how well has Dak Prescott played? Done it largely without Dez Bryant.
Be another weapon for him.
So whether it's him or Tony Romo getting Dez Bryant back, that really helps the offense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Trying to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
The Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So not only does the fumble recovery not turn into 6, it doesn't even turn into 3.
And they let him off the hook right there. You have to be able to capitalize on sudden change situations. So to go 3 plays and then miss a field goal, that's a huge disappointment.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demaryius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you worry more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Hard throw, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he fields it cleanly. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
Here's Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They'll set up a throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Again, it's Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. So they get the 3 points. They're on the board, but it took them 3 trips to the red zone just to get 1 field goal.
So on the defensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourselves. Guess what? 3 times, and you only came out with 3 points. But on the offensive side, you have to finally feel a little bit of relief that you got some points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a give, running right is Anderson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Lynch. It's caught. He finds Norwood. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Green 39! Green 39!
A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Beasley with it over the middle. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Second and 5. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A 7-time Pro Bowler with the Cowboys, DeMarcus Ware, from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, how many times do we talk to people before a game and they talk about how toughness is going to win? But we just saw it on that play. 6 defensive backs in the game. Their dime package, they run the draw with all these big people coming downfield. They found a way to get in there, an undersized defense, and win that play.
Taking on the midfield logo. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves it with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Here we go. White, nine. Flex round.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Green's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Set. Green, 39.
On third down, Lynch. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. This is Elliott, and he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, 90.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go now. Good. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Good.
time running out here on the play clock. Again, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Let's go. 1, 9.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Shift together here from the D-line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll come out in the pistol. the gun now on third down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
In the backfield is Anderson.
Here we go now.
And they'll give it to him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And taken right at the 35. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Second and 10. It's Lynch again. Screenplay, Anderson. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Lynch. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Green! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
Here we go. Lynch on fourth down. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 27 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, look at the juke. Still on his feet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. Flushed out right. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Lynch. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They come out here in the eye. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Back to throw. No one's got it. Complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Good.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, Charles, stepping back from this one a moment, no matter who's on the field, it's always tough to come in here and beat a team that's the defending champs, but they were able to get it done.
Weren't they 10-0 overall in this stadium?
If you include the playoffs, 8-0 regular season.
Yeah, I mean, that's really fantastic. And you're not just beating them, you're beating a crowd that's always behind their team, and you're beating altitude as well. That's a big victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.